Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Beauty on a Budget. My name is Heather, and yes, I've got a shower cap on. I'm in the middle of doing my hair. I'm actually coloring my hair. I'm going blonde, so that would be in the video right before this one. But while I'm doing this, I figured I might as well do another video, so I am going to be doing my nails tonight. So I've got these ones for my hand, for my manicure, and I've got the gel strips for the pedicure. So I'm going to show you how I do my own acrylics or the nail polish strips, depending on what. I found these ones, I forget, at the drugstore. It says they were $12.50 a pack. I got them on sale, so I don't remember what I paid for them, but it was a really good price. These acrylics I got at a local liquidation place for $3. So it's a really good price. I know I got these for under $5. I don't remember what it was. I just know they had a whole bunch of these on sale. The sale sticker is gone, but it's got the original price at $12.50. I know I would never pay $12.50 for just a few little stickers. So first thing first, I just gotta move my camera just before everything falls. Just gotta grab my things, the little cotton pads. First thing first, I'm going to do my hands first just because it's a little easier for the way I'm sitting. I'm not really sitting, I'm actually kneeling in my bathroom. So I've got about an hour wait for before I can rinse the hair stuff off. So I do my nails so often. Right now, I'm not sure if I have any nail polish on my nails. I can't tell. I think I might have a clear coat on. So first thing first is I always use the nail polish remover. So I usually have some type of nails or nail polish or the acrylic glue. So I use, this is the Delon nail polish remover, and this one's 100% acetone. So what it is, it's the strongest formula available nail polish remover, and it's the Salon formula. So I get this at Dollarama. I pay $3 a bottle. Oh, this one's the pure acetone, so I pay a little more for this one because I do find that this actually removes the leftover stuff from the acrylic glue. Whether or not you use like the actual glue that comes with them, or I usually prefer to buy the brush-on glue. I don't have any brush-on glue tonight. I checked. I have a couple bottles and they were all dried out. It's been a while since I've had to purchase anything. I've got a little thing behind me because on the other side is the bedroom, so I just have a little makeshift wall behind me just so you're not seeing my bedroom. There's just sometimes people make odd comments on videos, so if you just kind of address things, then hopefully nobody makes any comments. But I'm sitting here on my bathroom floor doing my nails and my hair. So after 4 years of being the dark color, like the dark blonde, reds and browns, I've decided to go back to like a bleach blonde. So I'm in the process of doing that. So I'm just gonna clean my nails. Now I find, I don't know, everybody does it differently. I do find the circular motion works good, but I also find just rocking back and forth across the nail like this also helps remove nail polish or anything, glue. Sometimes you gotta go a little longer. Sometimes I will, if I'm trying to remove the glue and I'm just taking the acrylics off, I will actually just soak my nail in I'll pour the solution into the cap, and I'll just have or in a little dish, I'll just soak my hand in it. I also have these little tips, and I'm not sure where they are. I saw them I think yesterday. What you do is you actually pour the nail polish solution into the tips and you put them on, and that's really good if you're trying to remove the acrylics at the same time as the nail polish, trying to remove your acrylics and all the glue at the same time, or the glitter nail polish. I do a lot of glitter nail polish. I don't know, I love the glitter nail polish. I think my nails are done. I'm
got a couple that I broke on my nails broke my thumbnail really bad a week ago. So it's just every time I bang it, it bleeds. So I'm just trying to be extra careful. So normally I wouldn't be putting acrylics on, but tomorrow is Valentine's Day. So tomorrow's February 14th, and then February 15th is me and my husband, our wedding anniversary. So I just want to wear acrylics for the next 2 days. Even though I said normally I wouldn't. So I figure if I just do the acrylics late tonight, then I can take them off Tuesday after supper. So just like 2 days of acrylics is not going to hurt my thumb as much. I hope not. But I really try to make sure that my nails have grown past that point. That was going to be the worst one to put acrylic on just because of where the nail broke off. But I can't help that. I just really want to wear acrylics. I haven't had them for a while because I've been waiting for my other nails to kind of grow out from all my other problems I had with the acrylics, and this quite a few months ago. It's just taken a long time for my nails to start to grow back. So I've got a couple different things that I use on my nails. Just 1 second. I've got 2 other products over there. I thought they were over here. I hadn't moved them yet, so just 1 moment and I'll grab those. Okay, so I've got everything kind of in front of me. So when I was looking for something, I recently did pick up the nail glue brush on. I love this stuff. I got this one from Dollar Tree for $1.25. So I don't know how this is going to actually work. I haven't tried this brand before. So that, I don't even know if it's dried out. That's the thing with buying stuff from the dollar store. Sometimes they're even dried out before you purchase them. But what I do have that I love is I got these Cuticle Care. This one is just the hand and cuticle cream. So it's an all-in-one 24-hour hydration. And then this is the Cuticle Care. This is the nail treatment cuticle eraser. So I love using these. And then I've got this other one. This is just the it's the Nourishing Cuticle Oil. So you just put it on your nails and you just kind of rub it in. Same with this one. This is the cream. This one's the oil. And of course, if you don't have that stuff, you can this one is just the Walmart Vitamin E skin oil. I love this for my hands, my feet, just when if I don't want to use anything else. Just something that's so easy to purchase. There's nothing to it. I use this one all the time. So all I do is I just kind of use my thumb. Just kind of get one bit of it on my thumb, and that's what I'll use for all my, just rub it into all my fingers there, and just do all the cuticles. So just really fine. I just find sometimes if you just don't know what to purchase, it's just easier. You can try all these other products. Sometimes they're hard to find. Sometimes they just cost money. So I said there's enough on here that just doing that one little thing, I've got enough to get the oil on my hands, and I can just rub it right into, which is actually really nice right now because I'm bleaching my hair, so my fingertips are very extra dry at the moment. So that feels really nice. Now they're going to be kind of sticky. I'm going to lower this down just because where I was sitting was just kind of hurting. I've got a few other things that I put the lid on. This is really sticky and it's really bad if you spill a bottle. I'm just going to set that aside. So I got a few other things that I buy. I love these different cube ones. They're different sides. They do different things. So I got these ones. And the doll, these ones, I'm not sure where I got these ones. I've had them for a while. But this one's from the Dollar Tree. And this one has the 7-way buff, which is really nice. You've got all your different steps, which I love to use these when I'm just sitting there watching a movie. So in the time you're done watching a movie, you've got your hands and your feet already done. So you've got step 1 is the course. I'm just going to take it out of the wrapper just so I can read it. I do have an open one somewhere, but the problem is after a while they kind of lose the wording. So step 1 is your coarse grit to shape nail. Step 2 is the medium grit to refine the shape. Step 3 is your fine grit to smooth the edge of the nail. Now they give you step 3 is the largest one because that's the one you use all the time. That's when you're doing all your nails. This is the one. This is the step that you use all for when you're not using the other ones. Step 4 conditions the nail. Now step 4 is really nice. It gets rid of a lot of those lines that you may end up on your nails. Step 5 smooths the nail too, so those really get rid of some of those harsher lines. Step 6 is the nail buffer, and step 7 is the polish and shine. And when you finish doing all 7 of these on your nails, you will look like you've got like clear top coat. Your nails will be really nice and shiny. I'm just trying to find a position where it's more comfortable for me. I have a bunch of different nail files. I've got my, oops, I don't want to break them. I've got my glass ones, which are really fun to use. I don't take them anywhere. They stay in the drawer in the bathroom. But so they are a glass, but they're kind of like a coarser type of a glass. So although I will say, if you don't like the sound of nail file, the glass one actually sounds worse than the metal. So I do have metal ones. I don't like the metal ones. I always find that the metal ones can actually damage my nail more if I go the wrong way. But I like the glass ones. And then of course you've got the standard basic ones. Now these ones as you use them, they kind of bend depending on which hand you're using, how you're holding them. Mine do bend. They're nice. Then I got these ones here, time to replace. I have a cat. He loves to eat these, so that's his teeth. So he sharpens his teeth on those because he loves to eat those. Let's see, do I have any other ones in here? No, this is just other nail tool stuff that I've got. I've got this recently, so this you put on. I don't have it right now, but you put your bottle of nail polish and then you can do your nails, because it's always really hard to, when you're trying to do your nails, well, how do you hold the bottle of nail polish? So I'd actually bought this quite a few years ago for my kids, and they actually said it worked pretty good. It might be easier from this. Yeah, there, you put it between the middle and ring finger, and you can kind of just hold it there. And then as you brush your nails, nail polish is like that. You don't have to worry about squeezing on the nail polish to getting your nail polish off your fingers, touching anything when you're trying to switch hands and stuff. So it's pretty good. I did find the tips. Like I said, I just saw them. So these are the little tips. So you fill up with your nail polish remover and you put your finger in, and it just has the nail polish remover, so you can easily remove your acrylics or just the nail polish. So those are very handy. I had these other ones and I don't know where the instruction is, so I forgot. Again, it's just the clips that help you remove, so I think it helps hold the cotton ball or your cotton pad or whatever in place while you wait for it to dry, or before you can remove it. I think that's what they're for. I bought them. I think that's what they said they were for. I can't find the little packaging, but that's what I really think. Okay, and then here's the metal files. These come in your filing kits, but again, it's just, I find you have to go the one direction, and if you start going too many different directions, you will actually splinter your fingers. I think if you get used to using the metal, that's fine. Like I said, this came in a big kit. Same with like when I buy my little travel size one, I just try to keep one in the car or in my purse. They come with the metal ones. I keep them in there, but I'll also put like a nail file that I prefer to use in there. It's just really handy to have, with your whole little kit on you. So this has got the nail file. It's got a pair of tweezers. I'm not quite sure what slant that is, and it's got the little cuticle trimmers, and then of course the fingernail and the toenail clippers. And I think, I got one more thing. This here is the Sally Hansen Maximum Growth. It's a cuticle and nail moisture treatment pen. This is fun. Again, like when you're watching a movie, you have nothing to do, so you just kind of twist it and it will come out where the bristles are, and you just put it right on the nail bed, and then you just kind of just rub it into place, and it moisturizes the nail and it softens the cuticle and makes it easier to remove the cuticles. I don't push my cuticle like the side ones. I've gotten rid of them to the point where they're not even there, so it's just this little bit down here. And I have a cuticle remover. Is it? No, yeah, that's a cuticle eraser, so that does it. But I have another one, and I just not sure where it is at the moment. I was looking for it. It's probably in my other makeup bag somewhere. But when you put it on and you just rub it in, you just kind of go like a circular downward motion, and it just kind of like peels off. Then you don't have to get into that other tool where you push down, like the orange stick, and you push them in. I don't like pushing it down. I just like to be able to just just with your moisturizer or your cream, lotion, whichever one, and you just kind of do that, and it just kind of softens it, and it just kind of peels off all by itself. So it just kind of like buffs out. So that is what I'm going to be working on. So I'm going to be just, while I'm waiting for my hair, I'm just going to be putting my other cuticle cream on. I'm just going to be rubbing all my nails, probably about 3 to 4 minutes per nail, so just like that. And it just removes the cuticles. And if you don't have the cuticle remover, I suggest using even this, because that's what's on already. So I've got on my hand already, and I can already tell just doing that it's already softening, and it's pushing it out of the way. It's pushing it kind of more down. If I had my little orange stick, I do have one that I don't mind using. It's got a rubber tip, and I will use that too, because trying to do this with all your fingers and your toes, I do feel it sometimes in my hands. So doing the orange stick that has the rubber tip, same thing. I just rotate it. I don't force the cuticle down in place. I've seen videos of people doing that. I'm not an expert. I just kind of do what feels right for me. So that's all I do. So I'm just going to be doing this for quite a few more minutes. I think it's almost time for me to rinse my hair, so I got to check the timer on that. But I'm just going to keep doing this with my fingernails, and I will be back when I've got my fingernails done. And then for my feet, my feet are very, very dry. Like my heels of my feet are so super dry at the moment. I'm not going to show my feet. It's not very nice, but December, January, February are the coldest months we have, and that is the 3 months that my heels are the worst, and the way they are tonight is the worst they've probably been in close to 5 years. They started getting bad just before Christmas, and I just didn't have time to do anything. I mean, I was soaking them, but I wasn't putting any of my other lotions on them every day. Trying to, but I kind of got out of the habit of doing that. You get busy doing things, you forget to do certain other things. So I forgot to be doing that. So my heels are just so bad. I know like 2 weeks ago it was painful. Like they were so dry and so split and callous. They weren't quite bleeding, but they sure felt like when you stepped down, it felt like there was something in my foot. But what it was just the dried skin had, on top of itself, cracked open, and a big chunk of the dried skin had gone inside between the other layers of cracks. So it felt like something was poking me. Well, it was a big chunk of my own skin had gone inside. So every time I stepped down, it felt like a nail hitting or a tack hitting. So I had to do something. So I don't want to show people my feet. I'll show you my toes when I'm putting on the nail strips, but I'm not going to show doing my feet. But I've got a few things that I do have for my feet. My knee is just hurting. I just got to grab this. Okay, for my feet, I have a couple different pumice stones that I've got. This one's from the Dollar Tree, so it's just a regular little pumice stone, double-sided. Nice little grip. I've got several of these for $1.25. They're easy to pick up. I've got this one now. It's well used. It needs to be cleaned. I was just using it today, so I've got to scrub it out. But it's an actual just a pumice stone, and I find it works so good. I bought this. I got it for between $3 and $6. Can't quite remember. I wasn't sure how it would work. I bought it. I came home. I loved it. I went back to the store to buy another one, and they had already sold out. So I wish I would have grabbed 2 that day, but I only grabbed 1 because I wasn't quite sure. So I bought so many pumice stones that say they do things, but this one really does work. And then I have my little battery operated one. It works pretty good. It's a cheap one. It's a generic brand I got from like a liquidation place, so you know it's not a top of the line. Like I have seen the other one. I think it's a Dr. Scholl's one, I believe, and it's about $50. So when I saw this one for under 10, I grabbed it, but I don't know, it's not as fast as the other one, so but it's okay. And then also because my feet just are really dry, I do actually use the O'Keeffe's Healthy Feet. I also have the O'Keeffe's Working Hands. And when my hands get really dry, I will use the feet one on my hands, and I have used the hand ones on my feet if I run out of either one of them. So these are the ones I use. I don't know where the hand cream is. I don't see it up here. I think it's probably downstairs because I was doing my hands and feet a couple nights ago. So I think I left it downstairs. But I've always have these on. These are really, really good. In fact, for Christmas, for my brother, I got him the O'Keeffe's set. So it had the Working Hands, the Healthy Feet, and it came with the lip balm one. He thanked me. He said that's what he loves. It's the only stuff he uses. And I told him that's the only stuff I use too. So, you know, it works good. If you know a guy working on the oil field, they say this is what they use, and it's got to be like the best stuff to use. So I think that's it for, let's see what's just in here. No, that's just other. Is there anything in here for feet? No, that's all my facial stuff. I just wondering if there was anything else for dry feet, and that one, no, it isn't. And oh yes, this one, I found this a few years ago. I think this was from I'm trying to remember if I bought it from either Walmart or Shoppers Drug Mart. I can't remember, but it's the Heel-Tastic heel stick. I do find this worked really good when my feet, before they hit to the point where they are now, because now to use this now, it's not going to help. I got to get my feet a little bit better before I can use this, and then it really has improved the way my feet feel. So I'm going to have to get some more of this. I'm almost out. But yeah, so that one is another really good one. I think that is now everything I have for my feet. Oh, no, I got these other things right. I also buy these. So $3, Bianca's liquidation place. These are the moisturizing gel heel socks. They have jojoba oil, olive oil, vitamin E, and lavender oil. And I really find these have helped my feet so much. I'll open this. This is the new one I just bought the other day. I've got my other one that I will just open and show you. They're just like a half a sock kind of thing. They just go, you know, up to your ankle, your heel, and then your feet. And so you've got to find, so it's got this really nice gel inside. And so right where the gel is, so the gel is only in the back part of it. So it just kind of goes from about your ankle to the middle of your foot. So you kind of decide how wide, how big your foot is. So, you know, I'm trying to figure this out. Because I put them on backwards one time. So I had them one day wearing them one way, and then I went and I took them off and I put them back on, and I had them the wrong way, and it was so uncomfortable. Because you'll get to a point where it fits your heel in a certain way. So you got to decide if your foot is short, if you want it going up to the ankle higher. So just your foot size basically depends on which way you kind of wear it. My knee is just hurting me so much sitting like that. I'm just crouching on the floor. Oh. But yeah, I think that is it for manicure, pedicure items that I have. If I have anything else, I think it'd be just more like a duplicate or similar product. I do have another one, and I can't find it. I just saw my top coat. But I have these other two bottles. They're both Sally Hansen. The one is the top coat, but I think it's a blue. So I know there's blue and there's a green one. So I think it's the blue one is the top coat that's supposed to help nourish and grow your nails, which, you know, I say it's kind of pointless to do that if you're going to put it over top of your nail polish. But I think it was just the clear coat just to give you the look of nail polish. Then I have this other one. I think it was the green bottle. And you put it on and you just let it just sit there, and it doesn't harden, so it's not going to do that. So you got to put it on. You got to be able to wait a while before you do anything, and it actually just nourishes and softens your nails. I think that might be. I thought I saw it. Yes, I did. It's the Sally Hansen Nail Nutrition. So again, it just goes on and it stays wet while it's on until you basically just let your nails soak it in. And I'm not quite sure how long, or do you have to massage it in? I don't know, it's been a while since it's been a while since I've used these ones because I haven't done acrylics for a while. So, but these I always did after. These are a good treatment for after you just stop doing acrylics. So because I haven't done acrylics for quite a few months now, I mean, I guess I did acrylics at Halloween. I had them on for like a day and a half, which is like, you know, nothing for me because I usually put acrylics, and once I got them on, I'll change out the pattern, I'll change off the nails, and I'll just wear acrylic straight for like 4 to 6 months straight with no actual break between, which is why my nails are so bad at the moment. But yeah, so just gonna put this stuff away, rinse out my hair, which I'm actually doing on the other video. I was gonna say other channel, no, it's this channel, but it's just a different video. I'm doing 2 videos at once. And then I'm just gonna find the stuff I'm gonna be using for my nail soaks. So I'll be getting that ready and my foot soak, and so I'll be back when I'm ready to do my nails and my hands and my toes in the soak. So I'll be back momentarily. Okay, welcome back. I am sitting in my living room. I'm here because my coffee table has that lifts up so I can do my nails a little easier. I'm just gonna lift this up a little bit so I can it makes it easier when I'm doing my nails. For when I'm doing my nail but I've got to put it down because I'm going to do my toes first, as promised. Shoot, what I just had, my acrylics were just here. That's okay. I'm going to use the nail strips on my toes first. This was the nail glue that I bought at the dollar store. I just opened it because I've bought stuff from the dollar store where it's already dried out, and I wasn't sure if this was going to be dried out or not, but no, it's liquid, so it looks good. This was from Dollar Tree. It's called Viva Color nail glue, and it's the brush on. I love the brush on stuff. It's just easier to do. You put it on like nail polish and then you put your nails in. It just works so much easier than trying to use the other little tube. You do a few drops of the glue and you got to spread it out and you got to wait so many seconds. But I like the brush on. I usually get the brand that Walmart sells, and it's just under $10 a bottle, but it lasts for a while. But when I saw this for $1.25, Dollar Tree is a tricky place to buy cosmetics and stuff, but I thought, well, I'll try one time and just see how it will work. Oh, and the other product I had that I couldn't find, but I did find it, is the Sally Hansen. It's the Instant Cuticle Remover. That's the other product. I love this product. This one's an older bottle. I hardly use any of it. Like, I do my nails so much, my hands and feet, and barely one drop. Can probably do like 3 or 4 fingers. I know on my toes, I think I do, like my big toes each take 1 drop, but the baby toes, like 1 drop, you could probably do most of your toes. Even like, because you're just going around the cuticle just to, you know, just kind of do this circular motion, push it back to remove the cuticles. And so it works really good. I have another one that I had, and it might be like this one, the cuticle eraser. I also had this other one that I did have that I didn't like because it took so much, because I had to put a big line around and wait the 30 seconds and then really rub it in, and it took so much that it just wasn't worth it. I think this one was a better one. Yeah, this is the better one. Like I said, I had a cheaper one I think I got from the dollar store, and it just, yes, it was cheaper in price, but the amount of product that you use, like, I forget how much this one was, but it's the Cutex one. Forget, I think I bought this one at Walmart, that's what I want to say. If I don't buy it from the dollar store, then I go to Walmart, Superstore, and Shoppers Drug Mart. That's where I buy most of my products. So I've only got 5 stores I shop at mostly. Dollar Tree, Dollarama, Superstore, Walmart, Shoppers. That's it. So I don't really shop too many other places. I do like, Marshalls and Winners, but I find their cosmetic stuff, they have the higher brand name stuff, so it costs a lot more and you're paying for the name, and I don't care about name brand stuff. I like just the simple basic stuff. So anyways, I'm gonna do my toes. So I've got this strip, and it comes with, I don't know what to say, it says 24 or 22. Okay, you get 22 strips. So I'm gonna use all the pink crystal ones on all my toes because I love shiny glittery stuff. I'm just trying to figure out, how many you get. So it's gonna be a little tricky because for the very smallest ones, you get one of the shiny and then one of the matte pink. So I'm gonna have to use one of these little bit bigger ones on my baby toe, which doesn't quite always work with these nail stickers because you're not supposed to go bigger. You're supposed to use one that's a size smaller. If your toe is between 2 sizes, you're supposed to use one size smaller. Same with like acrylics. If it's between the two, you're supposed to go with the smaller one. Now I find sometimes the smaller one doesn't fit properly on acrylics. I've had that before where you go with the smallest one and like your baby finger is a little bit bigger. Sometimes I will actually do the one size bigger. Looks a little bit better than sometimes going one size smaller, because I find, especially on the pinkies, one size smaller and they always pop off and they slide around and you don't get that good grip. So the nail stickers, I have never used this brand of nail stickers. I've had nail stickers in the past that I've done. Like I've done the decal ones, but it's been a long time since I've done the full size nail stickers. So I'm gonna try them today. So I'm just gonna lower my table down. I've already got the package opened. I've already got the instructions to the English. These instructions are written in English, French, and Spanish, so I had to find the English side. So you get here, in the package, you get the, let me just turn my camera down so you can see what I'm doing. So in the package, tripod wants to tip over now. So in the package, you get the nail stickers, the instructions, you get the prepping pad, and a nail file. So first thing first, I've already did my nails yesterday. I removed any residue that was on my toes. So this is going to be tricky. But it was just out in the garage, so I've got stuff on my feet. Okay, so just going to rub this on. Let's just make sure that there's no more residue of anything on the nails. But I did this last night when I was soaking my feet. So as you can see, today I'm wearing my little gel socks. I find they really are helping my feet. My feet just got really dried recently. So I just did that. I've already used this on my feet last night. I had them soaking for probably about 30 minutes in my foot soak. This is my little hand soak one. So this one, I love this. So you've got this where you put your hand like this and you can soak your hands. And then this has all the tools for the nails. So I was using this last night on my toes as well. Just don't need to show, when you're doing certain things, I don't need to show everybody every little step I do. People know how to soak feet and hands, but okay, just got to get these off. So you pull it, you hold it. They got these little tabs. So you hold the tab. Stuck to my finger. This is where it's going to be tricky because I cannot move my leg. I cannot twist my knee that way. Okay, I'm just going to move my camera. I'm just going to find a different angle where I can see what I'm doing and you can see what I'm doing. So I've got the little nail sticker. So you put it right up close to your nail bed and you just put it on, and I'm just going to stick it there. You're supposed to go from the press from the closest to your skin outward towards where the nail ends, and then you bend it over the edge of the nail, and then you take the nail file, just gotta find which side's got the grip on it, and you just, I suppose I'm just buff it off, and it's not doing that. I'm just gonna figure out why it's not doing that, because this is what I do when I make my Mod Podge on the wooden signs. You're just supposed to do that, and it's just supposed to take it off, and it's not. One simple motion straight across, and it's supposed to come off, and it's not coming off. And you're going one direction straight across. It doesn't want to work. Okay, I guess I'll have to get my nail clippers or my little, yeah, that's okay. I'll just leave that. I'm just going to go to the next toe. So I got to go up one because I got to save this next one for the next toe. So I got to go up one size. It's so tricky. The way they've got these laid out, it's kind of like they don't expect somebody to want all their toes to be done in the glitter. I'm going to try that. Put that on. You just go right over the edge of the nail. You take the file and one swipe, and it said go in one direction. Well, I'm going to go down a little bit different. Let's see. It is not coming off. Huh. I'm just wondering if I'm doing something wrong. Did I miss a step? Okay. Fold over excess material. Position the nail file horizontally along the contour of your nail. With one sweeping motion, file firmly across your free edge. Be sure to file one direction at a time. One direction at a time. Filing from side to side will tear the edge. Oh, pro tip, if you have excess material when folding, strip over the nail edge. Trim with a scissor or nail clipper before filing. So I guess it can happen where the nail file is not going to take it off. So I'm just going to have to leave that for a second and go get my nail trimmer. But I'm just going to continue doing all my toes. And I guess if you just have an excess amount, because the toes are just so much more small. Oh, the toenails are just so much smaller than, you know, oops, that didn't work. That stuck to my toe. Fold that one over. Yeah, see, it's just, I think it has to do with the amount of glittery stuff. It could also just be that's the glitter too. I always find, you know, glittery stuff is always the hardest to remove. I know my foot is moving the whole table, but I'm just not at a good angle. I'm having trouble with my right knee this morning, so it hurts to move. Okay. I'm just going to leave my big toe for a second. I'm just going to bring my other foot up here, and I'm just going to, I thought being here with this would help, but it's not helping. It's just, I'm just going to put these stickers in place. And I will go and get my cuticle cutters in a second, or scissors. Oops. I'll just go get my nail clippers or nail scissors in a second. I thought I had them down here. I guess not. That's okay. I guess I'll have to run back upstairs and grab them. I must have taken them upstairs last night when I was taking everything back upstairs. Pretty easy to do. I guess it's been a long time since I've used the nail stickers. Pet hair stuck to my toes. That happens. Got 2 cats and a dog. One of the things I'll show is how I clean my floors, because that's the one thing that nobody really thinks about. Everybody's got carpet. I don't have carpet. So I can't just vacuum. And then also with our heating system we don't have a furnace, which confuses a lot of people. We live in Canada and we don't have a furnace. What we have is the boiler system, so it's the in-floor heating. So so it means no forced air. That means anything that sits on the floor just sits on the floor and doesn't get moved. I gotta figure out my toes, which ones will fit best. I think I'll use the middle size. I'm one of those people who I prefer a little bit bigger than too small. And I know the instructions are saying to do it the opposite way, but I know myself and I know how I like things done. Yeah, I'm glad I went with that size, because if I would have gone one size smaller, it would definitely not cover the nail. Even this didn't even cover the other side perfectly. I'll see if the big toe, if I can file this away. Not as easily as I thought it would. I don't know, either the nail file they send is just not a good nail file, or this gel strips are a lot thicker than they think. It's probably a combination, but I know right where it's got to be. Oh, there, that worked. That actually worked that time. There. You can't see the angle, but they're starting to look really good. So now I'll do this other toe. I'm just going to use the same one. That way, if it's a little small, at least the toes will kind of match. If it's not perfectly lined up, it's so hard to line these stickers up sometimes. And your toes are always just different shapes. Not there. Nope. Too far that way, so covered this there. That's better. Just roll. Got that one done. So I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go grab my nail trimmers, and then when I get back, I'll just trim those ones off, and then I'll actually get to the actual acrylics. Okay, got my little mini kit here. I've got some better nail clippers, but this was easy to reach because I had it out last night. So I'm just gonna trim off. I need the bigger one. It's the toenail, so I need the larger toenail. course it's going to be sticky and it's going to stick inside my nail clipper. That's okay. Did I clip that one? No, I didn't get it. Thought I clipped it, didn't. I just ended up just wrapping it in on itself. Using one nail clipper to clean out the other nail clipper. This stuff is kind of, the glue that they use, it's really sticky, so it is stuck. Right. There. That is those toes done. Now I'm just gonna do the other ones quickly. And I'm just going to file that down just to smooth it out. There. Once I get a lot of excess stuff gone, that filed so much easier. That might have just been part of the problem. There was just so much excess overhang. What's this one? Gotta fix the baby one. Still too much of that over the nail. I'm just going to have to go a little bit later. I'll just have to file the nails down, make them a little bit more round now, just so they look a little more polished, put together. But I'll angle the camera better in a second so you can see what they look like now they're finished. Just do that now. I'll just pause and I'll just re-angle the camera. So there are my toes done for Valentine's Day. Again, I still just have to get in there because I've got a kind of round that I can see where it's a little chunky in places just because I used the clippers. And I think I may have clipped a little bit of my own toenail trying to do that. But that is those ones done. Now I can actually get to my acrylics on my hand. Okay, now I just gotta reset up the camera. This, I actually have to lift this table up. This is so nice that I can lift this table up. Now it's like dining room height. So I can, my husband, we saw this table at Ashley Furniture. I said, oh, we wanted one of these quite a few years ago, but our kids were just so much younger. We were worried that with the stuff that the kids were gonna, hurt each other, get their fingers pinched and stuff. Well, we're not worried about the kids doing that because half of them don't live at home anymore. Just moving stuff out of my way. Yeah, so this, I did find it last night. So this is what I was saying, the cuticle, they call them orange sticks, I think. This one doesn't have the rubber. I have one that has the rubber, which I prefer. This one has got the plastic and it's quite sharp up here. I've actually just taken a regular file and filed it down because it was a very, very sharp point. I believe this came from the dollar store, or if it wasn't the dollar store, then it came from Zellers, or maybe Target. I don't know. It's been, because we had Zellers left, we got Target. Target moved into the same location as Zellers, so didn't have Target too long. So same location, wasn't there long. I can never remember if it was Target or Zellers because the prices seemed about the same. So, but even that, just now, I just got rid of that sharp little piece of plastic that you just get. So I've had this one for a very long time. I still use it. no point in, you know, getting rid of tools just because, you know, if they still work, keep them. I don't know if it has a year on here. Oh, it just says China. That's all it says. Okay. Let me just move that out of the way. So now these are my acrylics I'm going to do. I don't know if I can open. Oh, yes, I got it open. I just pulled it the wrong way. And this does come with the nail glue, which you can use. I love the brush on versus the little drops. I also have the sticker ones too, which have come in various acrylics that I've bought over the years, which I keep because you never know if you can ever reuse them. I did use this for my toes, but I might as well just use it here. Although I think I didn't do the 1 foot, but that was okay because I had worked really hard last night and I got all the nail polish off my nails. But it's been a long time since I've done my toenails with nail polish, so I don't even think I did them for Christmas. I know I did my nails for Halloween. I did some orange and black, so it's been quite a few months since my toenails have had nail polish. These ones I had clear on them because I was trying to fix my nail. So when I was doing sandpaper on a craft and I got the sandpaper caught on this nail and it ripped it across halfway, and so I didn't want to cut my nail because it was bleeding, and it was just, I didn't want to lose my thumbnail because I'm trying to get my nails to grow. So I was trying to remember, I know how to fix it using, it's supposed to be nail glue or super glue with the tea bag, but I couldn't find my nail glue, or any I did find was all dried out. So I was just using the top coat, which the top coat didn't work as good as the nail glue works when doing that. It's actually a technique I know from fixing my own acrylics. It's just a little bit of the extra part of the tea bag, or you can even rip open a whole tea bag, or a little bit of the coffee filter, just something fine type, or maybe even rice paper might work. I'm not sure. I don't have coffee filters, so I have tea bags. So I just use a tea bag. Now I also have this. This is another really, really handy tool if you do your own acrylics. I got this from Dollarama quite a few years ago. It was $4. I know the day that I bought it, I put it in the cart. And then I was thinking, do I get it today? Don't I get it today? I've never seen them before. I'm glad I got it because the next time I got there, they didn't have it. And I never saw them at the other Dollaramas. I didn't say they didn't bring them in. I just didn't see them. So I'm glad I bought it. And I don't need it for today because these ones are not. But I keep it. I've used it. I keep it with this stuck in because I just want to show this. Just so if I can get it out sometimes. It's just important to keep it in its packaging because I do have dogs, so I do have the dog clippers, and I'd hate for any of my kids to think that this is for the pets. It does look like the dog clippers, and it feels like one of the dog clipper ones I've had, which I've never used. I got it, and I didn't like the idea of trying to, force the dog's nails and using this. But so I keep it with this all in its packaging, just for that purpose, so if anybody sees it, they're not going to try to use it on the dogs. Although I say it really does look, but it's not as wide as the dog one. It's a little bit, shape looks a little different. I'll have to find the dog trimmer and compare them side by side to see the difference. What? Did I say dog? Oh, my puppy, she just jumped up when I said dog. Okay. So, and I bleached my hair last night, so my hands are very dry and rough. So, that's going to be a couple days of my skin peeling. So, normally I wouldn't be doing the acrylics with my hands being this rough or with my nails being broken off. But it's Valentine's Day today, and it's me and my husband's anniversary tomorrow. So, I just want to do something extra special. I'm just going to line up these nails because I dumped them out. I don't even know how many I get in here. I think it was 12. So I gotta find the sizes. Just gotta line up the sizes. See, this is just an odd amount of sizes. So just deciding which nails. I'm going to use the I like that. I just got to see if they will fit, you know, just because one fits on one hand, I got to test it. Here, let me just move this down so you can see what I'm doing. I've got the nails lined up. I'm just trying to see how they fit on, it seems really big on that fingernail. Yeah, see, this is why I like to try to purchase at least 2 packs, because I don't think I can do the baby ones with it, so no. So the baby ones will have to be, yeah. Let's see, that nail is almost too small for that. Let's see if I just go up one size and see, yeah, that will fit a lot better. Like I said, it's really tricky because when you're, let's bring this over so I can put this on. So they say if you're between 2 sizes, always go with the smallest size. Now I'll say I don't like that theory, because when I put this one on this side, you can see that there's like a large gap. I'm trying to figure out where this is, but there is a large gap between where the nail, or my nail is, and where the acrylic covers it. So if I just go up one size, it fits so much better. With it coming over, because you're not supposed to have it overlapping your skin, but that is where you take your nail file. Just had it, oh, there it is. I was going to borrow the one that came in that kit, and you just file the nail itself down a little bit. Don't have to do too much, but I find if I just file just enough of the nail, because it's not over the skin by a lot, then when I put it on, it's going to fit so much better. Still may have to file just a little bit more if I want it to look more professionally done. But because I have to file all these, because see, like all these nails, when you bring them out, they've got the sharp point here. I always file them before I apply them anyways, just to get rid of that harshness. And it's just so much easier to file the acrylics before you put the acrylics on, because you've got full movement of your hands. Once you put the acrylics on, and the glue is still wet and you can't do too much. It's just harder to do that. So I think I'm gonna do, let's see, the pattern. Okay. Just gotta figure out this nail. Because see, on this one, the smallest one actually fits perfect on that nail. I just said this nail, this pinky is actually a little smaller than this pinky. So that's why I said always just, you know, dump out the acrylics and see. Then the next thing is always, the other one is when you've got longer nails and you want to put acrylics on, always check and see where your real nail is versus where the acrylic is. So this one's okay. But I've had times when, I'll just do this. I've had times where I'll put the acrylics on, because it'll be like, this is a longer acrylic. If I get the short acrylics, I've had it, I'll just do I'll do upside down just so it's a good contrast. But I'll put the acrylics on and my real nail is longer than the acrylic. That's the other thing, is you have to watch out for if you buy, like, I like my nails long, so I try to buy the longer acrylics, but every once in a while I'll buy the short acrylics, and then I gotta cut my fingernails. So if it was like that, I'd have to trim my nails. But because they're the longer ones, and so you can see at the back, my nail is almost the same length as the acrylic, so that's good. That's fine. I don't mind that. I prefer that. If my real nail is almost the same length as the acrylic, it gives more nail for the acrylic to attach to, and then they don't break off as easily. Unless you've got weak nails, then it can. just got to do this because I've got a couple of my nails I know are just a little rough. But so that one fits, and then do the flower one. Oops. And then put the flower one there, there. Just have to decide where I want. So if I want the flowers to be right beside each other. Again, it kind of just depends on how they fit on both. Oops, on both the hands. Just have to. I've got a little stray hair, and I'm trying to set the nail down, and it just tangled around. Just deciding if I want the two flowers to be side by side or if I want them to be spaced out. So I'm just checking what nail sizes I have and just seeing how it looks and how it will feel. This is where it would have been handy to have a second pack, because my 3 fingers, so I've got like the 3 fingers on this hand and the three middle fingers on this hand, are roughly the same size, and you never get 6 finger tips the same size when you buy the smaller packs. This is a pack of 12. If it was a pack of 24, I would have more nails to work with. So just have to figure out for this middle nail and see what kind of fits this nail more. Because this one here is actually a little bit bigger, and I don't think I have the nail that will fit that. I think this would be that's way too big. Because you can even tell if it's going to be way too big just when you set it down. Just the width of it and how much of your own finger gets covered, because you don't want, like, if the acrylic is as wide as your whole finger, it's going to be too wide. So... But there is times when I have a few friends who do like that look, but they've got, bigger hands. And because this one here is the broken off one, I'm going to do a little smaller nail, just so I don't have quite as much nail to put on where it's broken. So I'm going to do that one. And then, might be a little too big. That one's too small. So part of it's just really deciding on the acrylics as to what really fits. That one will fit that thumb. I think I'll do this one, and I will have to trim some of that off on the sides. It may not look like you're trimming much off, but it's amazing how much of the nail you can actually remove. Like if it was a lot, like if I was trying to get it to fit a different nail, like if I was trying to get this, then I would even cut that. That's what the nail, these are for, is like to trim it. But this, I'm able to just really, just for the most part, just take a nail file and file down the sides of the acrylics. You'd be amazed of how smaller you can make the acrylics with just a little bit of filing. And I know it does kind of wreck the finish, so it's kind of going to give it more of like a white edge. So that's why I would go and file. If you're filing anywhere where you've got a sharper color, just go and file around the whole nail where the darker color is, just to give it more of that unison look, to make it look like, oh, you wanted that white color around the edge. You can also just top it off with a clear coat or another coat of just red nail polish. I've done that too. If I find that after filing, if the nails just, the colors come off too much, just go over top of the nails with a different color of nail polish. Usually just a clear coat really helps to seal in and hide some of the little imperfections, because the top coats do a lot. I'm always amazed what you can do with the top coat to hide anything. If you've got like little bubbles or anything, the top coat kind of helps smooth that out. But yeah, see, now that fits really good. Actually like slides like almost right to where I want it to go, just following the nail bed. Got this one little spot right here. If I could just get just a little more off on this one corner, then it should do the same. It should just slide right almost. There, just had to move it over just a little bit. It will do that. There, that's good, perfect size for that thumb. This one already fits good. I don't have to do anything. Just gotta get rid of that little top part. And because I will be filing all the nails, I am just gonna go around and just give them all a nice rounded finish. That way, because I said, you know, the ones you've had to really file down, you're going to lose some of that red color. So if you do it to all of them, just a quick little filing, you kind of help make it look like, oh, you wanted that. Because if all your nails have it, then it's going to look like, oh, that's what you were looking for. I also like that you can just file off some of this to where it's too dark of a color. If you didn't want quite so much red. I'll do that to all of them, so I'm just going to file off some of the red right down at the bottom. Then it also gives you this nice white border down here, and it will look like that is your cuticle, kind of like the edge. So you get this nice crisp, and that way if you do go over the cuticle, you'll still get that nice white, which I do that a lot. I file my nails, I'll file the acrylics just to get a different look to them. Then they're not so like fresh out of the package looking a certain way. This is the one that's going to go in this one here. So that's all I'm going to work on. I'm just going to file a few more of these down just so they fit a little bit better. So I will be back in a few moments. I don't think you want to watch me file all 10 acrylics down. So I'll be back when I'm actually ready to apply the acrylics, because once I get to the actual applying, it takes probably like 3-4 minutes, and I'll have all my nails done. So I'll be back as soon as I get all these filed and all in the right order. So I got to double check a couple nails just to figure out the order, but I think I'm going to go with the first finger and the ring finger with the flowers. So I will be back in just a few moments. Okay, I've got all my nails filed down and I've got them lined up here. Now, based on the sizes of my nails here between my the first finger and my middle finger, I had to change it. So I'm going to end up with the flowers are going to be on my middle finger and the ring fingers, just because of the way these fit. This is why I like to buy 2 packages. I only bought 1 package. The other one, they must have been damaged. It's the one thing when you buy them at like liquidation places, is sometimes they are damaged and just not worth it. I mean, $3 is still a good price for these nails. I knew it was just going to be like a 1 or 2 days of wearing. So I knew 1 package would be good enough because I bought these type of ones before. So I'm going to start with my baby nails. It's always the easiest one to put on. So I just put that nail glue on and then I just push it down. I'm just going to hold it for about 30 seconds or so. Oh, it's already, until the glue is already hardened and it's already stuck. So I'm just going to go to the next nail. be the one with the flower. Get it lined up. And then once you get it lined up, then you press down, because it's before you press down, you can still slide it around a little, but as soon as you press it down, it's going to be stuck. So I've got 2 done. I'm going to skip this one for now, because this is the way my hands, I always do, I don't know, just however your hands get held, and which ones you, because when I hold the bottle of glue, so the next one I'm going to do, it's the way that I, brush on. So then my next one I'm going to do is this one. It's when you're putting on acrylics, if I was doing somebody else's, I could do them like in one order, but because I have to do it on my own hand, I have to kind of slightly change the order. So push that down in place. I felt that instantly just click. I don't know. There's just something, there's a sound that you know when it's stuck. It's like a suction clicking type of a sound, so I know it's on. So I got those ones done. Now I'm going to go and do the other 3 on this hand. Just because I said, like, I saved these ones for last, just so I can do this hand completely and then go back to these 2. Now sometimes I'll do my right hand first, but I kind of just change the order of how I put them on depending on the type of acrylics that I'm doing. Now on this one, I'll do the baby one. This is where it gets a little trickier. Just trying to get the glue brushing on. So I can't quite tell if I got any glue. I think this nail glue is going to just be a one-time usage kind of a thing. That's what it seems like. I don't know, but it seems to be working, holding pretty good. But sometimes you can tell if it's a cheaper glue when, like, I can already say that the glue that came with the acrylics, this little tube of glue, is already going to be a lot better than this dollar store brush on. Because I waited a second too long, I'm just going to put a little more glue on. And this is where it also gets a little trickier. As you get to the more and more nails done with the acrylics, it's a little harder to center them and hold them in place. Which is why it's always handy to, when you're first doing acrylics, if you actually do somebody else's. So now I'm just going to keep doing this whole hand. And I always do my thumbs last. I don't think that didn't have enough glue. So you can tell if you got enough glue just based on if the nail will stick or not. And that was not enough glue. So I don't know how much glue actually comes in that bottle, but I can definitely tell that I will not be able to have a lot of glue to do like acrylics another day. I'm still going to save the bottle just because I'm curious to know once it's been opened how long it will last. Because I've had other brush on glues that I've opened and used and I get maybe like 6 months out of it. But this one I can already tell, oh, that hurt. I have a little cut on my finger and the glue kind of just touched it. So it's a little tricky is trying to get to pick up the acrylics too. Oh, this is not good glue. I didn't think it was going to be some generic name from the dollar store. But I wanted to try it, so I decided to wait till today when I knew these acrylics are not going to be like, they're not like when I put some of the other good acrylics on, I want them to last like at least 10 days. Sometimes I can get acrylics to last almost a month. Now during that month, I may have 1 or 2 nails that will kind of come off and I have to re-glue them on. There. So now I'm going to go back and do this other one here. And then I will get the thumbs, but it is so hard to put your own acrylics on sometimes. Also having a table here, and then you can kind of, because I can't quite squeeze this hand together because the acrylics will pop off. That's why I always do my thumbs last, because I need to be able to hold the acrylics on. I can't quite tell. I think this one is going to pop off. Yes, it is. That's the other thing, is when you've done this enough times, you can kind of tell within like 30 seconds of putting the nail on if you've got enough glue. And I can already say that since I've opened this bottle of glue, I've had to, every time I go to get more glue for the next nail, I have to put more glue on because it's already drying out. But, you know, you have to try it, because I said just in case it happened to be like a really good nail glue, because sometimes you'll luck out. And the stuff from the dollar store is actually pretty good for the price you're paying. So there's my $3 acrylics so far, and the $1.25 nail glue. So I just want it, today's the 14th, so I just need it for today and tomorrow. That's basically all I want. Now it's going to be fun. I've got some stuff I wanted to make for supper tonight and tomorrow night. So this is going to be fun trying to figure that one out. So I'll probably have to wait till my kids come home, and I'll probably have to get my daughter to bring the food out of the freezer, because there's no way that I could hold the freezer door open and reach and get the food out of the freezer. I already know that. Slicing the bread to make the garlic toast, that's going to be tricky too. There we go. Just got one more nail. Now it's been a long time since I've had the acrylics where the thumbs are that long. And they seem long, but I'll say they seem like they're really long, but when I look at the back, they're not that long. I think it might just be the color, because I also haven't had like my nails in bright colors for quite a while either. So I know Halloween I was black. Christmas, New Year's I had some black and gold acrylics on. Then Halloween I had my black velvet acrylics. This is the one I want to be extra careful, because I do not want to put any glue on the skin. When wearing acrylics and having any damaged nails, because your regular nails are going to grow, if you put glue right on the top edge of the nail, it's going to prevent your real nail from growing. And I've actually had it where first couple times wearing acrylics, I wasn't paying too much attention. Like I said, I like to have the acrylics and be able to last like a month or so. But what I find is if you've got any damage to the nails like this one, and if you glue the skin to the acrylic, then your real nail can't grow anywhere, except it will grow and then it will curve right back into itself. So it's kind of like you're forcing ingrown nails, which I've had that happen on the pinky ones. I do that all the time and I'm not very careful. Well, not so much on here, more on my feet, like my baby toes on my feet. So I try not to do too many acrylics on my toes. For the toes, I will just do the like the gel strips like I have today, or just the press-on ones. And actually what I find for toes really saves money is buying the kids press-on, because your toes are already so much smaller that they're about the size of kids' nails. So there, I'm just trying to see if you can see. So there are my acrylics. So very easy to do. Doesn't have to cost a lot of money. I know I've got this one kind of crooked. I'm not going to worry about it I said if I was going to have it where it was going to last a lot longer than just today and tomorrow, I would probably pop it off now and straighten it out. I'm not going to right now. I might later pop it off. I just want to be careful because this is the one that my nail is damaged. So I'm just going to leave it like that. See, that might be part of the reason why that one just looks so much longer, is because the acrylic is a little bit longer and wider, just because the other one they had, like, I don't know why they do this, but the three for the thumbnails are just 3 different sizes. So you've got this big one, this medium-sized one, and then one just a little bit smaller, which is just too small. Again, they say always, you know, go one size smaller. Well, you go one size, if I were to go one size smaller, I'm going to have more of my nail showing. So it's really hard to sometimes go one size smaller. That's why I, you know, prefer to just file down the nail just a little bit on, just all the way around here. So you get a nice shape. So then your nail should just be able to slide right on, and it should fit really nicely in here. So there are my nails. I really like the way they look. I have not had any big chunky decals on my nails like this for quite a few years. I know I did for my daughter's grad. I had some little bows or flowers, or I think they were bows and some little sequins, but it's been quite a few years. I don't think I've ever done the flowers, so that's something new for me to see if I like them. Okay. Again, oops, I know the glare from the sun with all my windows. I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who's subscribing and watching my videos. So this channel is Beauty on a Budget. My other channel that I've been doing for, I guess, almost 16 months, if that's even hard for me to believe that it's been that long. That one is Made with Love by Heather G. This is Beauty on a Budget with Heather G. So I just want to make sure I get that with and by kind of correct. But if you just type in, you know, Heather G, you should find my stuff. Again, just thank you to everybody who's watching and subscribing, and I will see you all in my next videos. Bye.